From the very extreme to the very inspiring, one statement that is very sad but true is that, unfortunately, a lot of us won't be able to afford or have the privilege of enjoying a full and complete, well-rounded education during our youth. And often this leads to an inability to secure one's future, especially from a financial point of view. But for those who are brave enough and perhaps bold enough to take on the challenge of literacy and learning during adulthood, those results can be rather prosperous. In fact, here's the story of Bernard Mufamadi.
The world can seem extremely limited when you can't read, but stumbling blocks can be stepping stones, says Bernard Mufamadi, who was once a security guard. Being illiterate didn't curb his ambitions.
My name is Bernard Mufamadi. I'm from the village called Muila village. I've moved from that village to Johannesburg because I was looking for greener pastures. And then when I come to Johannesburg, I had this picture that says Johannesburg is a very nice place to be, trying to find a job and everything, and it was quite very difficult for me to find work. When I was working as a security guard, I used to picture myself coming out of the office, carrying a briefcase, and then I realized that where I was working, it's a Triple E, they do adult basic education, they are service provider, and then I asked my bosses inside to find out if maybe they can give me that opportunity to further my study.
South Africa has a literacy rate of 93%, but basic reading skills aren't always functional for adults, so teaching them requires a different approach.
The fundamental difference is really that adults come with experience. They've grown up, they've been through life, they experience real difficulties on a daily basis. And so you can't really teach them exactly the same way you teach children. We do a lot of classroom-based learning, and fundamentally for literacy, that remains one of the best ways to really get someone into the habit of learning.
And with an educational goal in mind, Bernard also acquired a skill for managing expectations and challenges.
It is not easy to work, to learn when you are an adult because you've got too many responsibility. What I did is that I take it very seriously, and then I make sure that I focus on everything that I do. Now I'm working as a project developer. So it means I get an opportunity to speak to all those learners who are outside, those who drop out at school from grade 11 and grade 10.
Coupled with numeracy skills, teaching adult literacy can be a key factor to nurturing a more productive and confident working force.
Obviously, with Triple E being 26 years old, we focus on basic education. So we look at each learner or delegate to assess them and find out what are their English capabilities at that stage, and the same with numeracy or mathematics, and then we take it from there and then move forward. We focus obviously on adults, and it's traditionally English and mathematics. I actually want to give the credit to Bernard because he is somebody that used the opportunity, and he's the one that have decided to change and to move forward and to become better and to be successful. We are just a vehicle forming a platform in giving you the opportunity, fixing things maybe that is not in place.
What I can say to the people who want to learn is that it's never too late for anything. If maybe they decide that they want to go back and do adult basic education, they must make sure that they focus more into that until they fulfill their dreams.
As a society, empowering people through adult literacy, learning is a small step towards bridging our nation's skills gap, but for the student, it's a first-class ticket to the world.